Pisces, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for July 30th to August the 5th. And as I always say, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. I have everything ready as usual. I'm going to start your reading for lovely Pisces people. The first card you have your past is the Two of Swords. So yes, obviously this is a problem situation. This is about words, about having a conversation, and this is about opposing views I'm seeing. I am seeing that there could have been some kind of communication problem between you and someone else, and this might have been a situation where you were trying to find some kind of common ground with this person. They might have been trying to, but maybe you're pretending to try to, maybe you're kind of coming together and having some conversation to try and sort something out, but you're both still stuck in your views. You might have had a falling out with someone in your more distant past, and maybe you're getting back together with them to try and kind of resolve things, but you're still stuck in your view and they were stuck in their view. That's what I'm seeing. Then, you know, you might have been trying a reconciliation, but actually you couldn't do that because you're both stuck. That's what I'm seeing. You probably will reconcile properly in the future, but it wasn't happening at this time. Yes, you were stuck in your point of view, I'm seeing, and they were stuck in their point of view. There are a lot of blocks between you, a lot of blocks that just neither of you could let go of at this time. And there wasn't any listening happening. Maybe you were talking, maybe they were talking, but nobody was listening. Nobody was trying to get the other person's point of view. You're very, very different people anyway. I'm seeing that you're very different. You're on the opposite ends of the scale. You're on one side, they're on the other side. And you've always been very different, but there might have been something that happened that actually made this falling out happen. And then you're both kind of stuck in your ways. It was like, no, I'm not going to change my mind for this person. They're not going to do that for you. It's that kind of thing. I'm seeing that gradually this situation will probably resolve itself. You probably will come to some kind of common ground. I'm not seeing that you're going to budge. They're not going to budge, but you might just get together eventually and say, look, we're not going to agree on whatever this is. We're different people, but you know, we can try and get along as well as we can. So it might be something like that that will gradually happen. This is going to take a long time to get to that point, and at this time I'm seeing that you both didn't want to even get to that point. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have your past is the Nine of Cups. So yes, look at this arrogant person sitting there. So this could be why maybe you weren't really seeing their point of view properly. You kind of saw them as a little bit of a false person maybe. You weren't backing down, they weren't backing down either. Look at this man, he has his arms crossed. This means he's just not listening to what anyone has to say. He's stuck in what he wants to do, and he thinks that he's superior. He knows what he's talking about and nobody else does. It's that kind of thing I'm seeing with this card. And I'm also seeing that you might have thought that you might have had a falling out with them because you thought this person was kind of putting on a front or putting on a show, was kind of being a little bit show-offy, trying to hide the true them, trying to put on a front. That's what I'm seeing. There's a great big kind of a horseshoe-shaped thing behind this man, and it's covered by a tablecloth or something like that, some kind of cloth. You can't see what's behind there. You can't see what's behind there. So it looks very nice with this cloth, whatever it is, but there might be anything behind there. There might be rubbish behind there. This man might be pretending he has jewels behind there, or a big car behind there, or something amazing behind there, but we don't know what's behind there. So this is someone who does have a bit of an ego. They're a little bit ego-driven, and you're just a very different person. You're kind of a little bit quieter. You're a little bit more maybe modest in the way that you have things. Maybe you don't like to show off lots of things. You know, maybe you don't have the latest whatever it is. This person likes all of that kind of thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with liking material things, but you're just very different kinds of people. And this will eventually calm down, I'm seeing, but at this time it was not calming down at all. There was no way that this was going to kind of calm down. So you might have just had to walk away from this for a while, because it was like things were stuck in the Two of Swords. If you look at that, you're both stuck in your ways. Neither of you are going to back down. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your past, is the King of Cups. So yes, I'm seeing that maybe there were some breaks being taken. Maybe you were having talks with this person. You were saying that you were trying to kind of iron out things, but you weren't really prepared to. You were still stuck in your way. They were stuck in their way. So there was no point in talking on and on. So I'm seeing that you probably had some kind of break. Then maybe you're starting talks again. Then maybe you're breaking again. So it's a little bit of backwards and forwards going on between you. When I see this King of Cups, he's on top of a wave, you see, so things were going up and down with this. And they probably had the wrong impression of you as well. I mean, you're just both very different people. You can be a little bit quiet sometimes, you don't show your emotion sometimes, and sometimes some people can see this as being a little bit aloof, maybe being a bit standoffish, or maybe even a bit snooty or something like that. You're not like that, but this person in the Two of Swords, this person who's the Nine of Cups, that maybe they were feeling like you were a little bit like that. You're just very different people. You're just very different people. You're always going to be very different people. The first card you have, your present, is Death. So death, obviously death can be a bit scary for some people, but it's about a huge change in your life. And I'm seeing that this is about, whatever this is, it can't be stopped. So you might have a big situation coming up. You might have some kind of thing that you're resisting, actually. This might be something like a test that's coming up. It might be an exam that's coming up. It might be something that you're going to have to face. It might be a big deadline coming up or something like that. You might be procrastinating whatever this is. You just don't feel ready for this, and you probably never will feel ready for this, but you can't wait till you feel right about things sometimes. Sometimes deadlines are just there, and you can't say, well, I'm not ready for that deadline to be there, because it's just there. You can't do anything about it. The Death card is inevitable. It comes to all of us. It's there. You cannot run away from it. You can't pretend it's not there. You can't have your head in the sand. It is there. So this might have something to do with studying, as I was saying, a test, an exam, deadline, something that you're going to have to do. Now you're going to be feeling very uncomfortable about whatever this is. You might be feeling tested. That's why I was seeing it could be a test. It might not be. It might just be something where you're going to be feeling very a little bit vulnerable, a little bit tested. If this resonates, don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate on whatever this is. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. There's a skeleton on a horse. There's a skeleton on a horse in this card. And the horse in this card with the skeleton is confronting this. There's like a bishop or a priest in front of it. The bishop or the priest. There's also a child and, you know, a young teenage girl, it looks like, in front of this horse. Now the child and the teenager are bowing down, or they're bending down, or they're falling down in front of death. They know this is inevitable. They know they can't do anything about this. So they're not resisting. They're kind of, they're just not resisting it, I should say. They're just lying down and they're just saying, well, this is here. I just have to face what's here. I can't do anything about it. That kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. The bishop, he's standing up, and it's like he's arguing against death. It's like he's standing there and saying, oh, but maybe this, oh, but that, oh, but I have, I'm very smart, I know this and that. Now, yes, the bishop has a lot more knowledge than a child and a teenager, obviously. But your knowledge is not going to help you. You're arguing against this, and your excuses, all of these things, saying, oh, I'm not ready, oh, it's not my fault, oh, but I had this thing happen in the way, oh, but I had this interruption, these excuses are not going to stop this from happening. No matter what excuses you have, the deadline is going to be there. So prepare yourself. Get ready. It's not too late. You might think, oh, I'm going to fail anyway. It's getting closer and I'm not ready. No. Don't procrastinate. Don't distract yourself. Get everything out of the way. Concentrate on this 100%. It's going to come anyway. It's going to be there anyway. You may as well do the best that you possibly can. Pass this, get through this, do the best you can. That's what I'm seeing there. It's inevitable. The next card you have for your present is the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, look at this. Look at this. The Death card is there. If you do your best, you pass whatever this is, you get through whatever this test is, you do your best and you get a good result. It doesn't have to be the most fantastic result on earth. A good, decent result. If you get this, what happens after this is the Ace of Pentacles. You have a great opportunity coming to you only if you face this Death card and you do your best in that situation you're in. The only way you're going to get to the Ace of Pentacles is to go through the Death card and do your best. Don't procrastinate. If you don't procrastinate and you do your best, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have an amazing opportunity coming up for you. This is an opportunity that's here for your stability, positivity. These are positive new beginnings. This could be something quite lucrative, quite good for you financially. This is not going to happen if you bury your head in the sand. It will not happen. But if you do your best, you get a decent result, the best that you possibly can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but a result. The Ace of Pentacles is going to come after that. Look at that. These rewards are coming to you. Don't procrastinate. The last card you have, your present, is the King of Pentacles. Yes, this opportunity that comes after this hurdle, you're going to have to jump over, has the potential, again, look at this, it can be quite lucrative. But again, don't be bogged down in worrying or stress. Look at this King. He knows he's so arrogant. Look at him. He's kind of arrogant. He's looking down at this coin. He says, look what I've got. I've got everything I want. And I'm so smart. I've done this. I've planned everything well. That's why I'm in this position. If I face a problem, I don't bury my head in the sand. I work very hard and I get there. And look at this position I'm in. I'm not bogged down. Look at this. He's around. He has lots and lots of grapevines twisted around him. Don't be bogged down in this procrastination. Don't do that. If you let yourself procrastinate, you won't get there. I'm saying the same things over and over again. You know what I'm talking about. The first card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, more pentacles. Look at this. This is the reading of Pentacles. This is the reading of opportunity. This is the reading of stability. Face the Death card and you will get the rewards. That's what I'm seeing in this. Yes, there's a lot of potential for money here. Again, I'm seeing that. There's a lot of potential for security here all through this reading. And this card could be about building as well. This is also showing me that this is going to be built up slowly, surely. You're going to have to be organized in this. You're going to have to be strategic. I'm trying to say the word strategic about this. If you organize your time, if you're strategic, if you come up with a smart way of dealing with this, you will be able to tackle this and you'll be able to get to this stability, this great opportunity. The other thing I'm seeing with this card is that I'm seeing a love situation around this. Now, there might be a situation you're in with someone where you might be feeling a little bit frustrated. You might be feeling a little bit left out by someone. I'm not seeing this is going to be any problem. I'm seeing that this is a potential to be something a lot more than it actually is. This has the potential to build this relationship. You might be feeling a little bit like you're left out by them. You might be feeling a little bit like they're not paying you enough attention. Something like that. Don't worry about it, because I'm seeing that they have a lot on in the workplace. They have a lot of stress themselves. There are practical reasons why they're not paying you as much attention as you'd like. So try and relax about this, because I'm seeing that this is going to be this has the potential to build into something really good, but don't be anxious around this person. You might push them away if you do that. They do care about you. They do want to build with you. That's what I'm seeing in this card. The next card you have, your future, is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, you have more Pentacles again. This is the reading of Pentacles. And I'm seeing this is about this relationship situation again. So you might be feeling a little bit up and down around this person. You might be feeling like, one minute I'm okay with them, the next minute they kind of ignore me and I'm all by myself. You're not all by yourself. You might be all by yourself, but you're not. They do think about you. They do feel a lot for you. So don't get like that. Don't be this anxious kind of up and down person. I'm not seeing any real problems between you and this person. And also, if you're feeling like this, just talk to them. Just talk to them. They're approachable. They might be busy. They might not answer your text straight away. They might not answer your phone call straight away, but they will eventually. And this is because they're busy. They have practical problems. They'll get to you eventually. And if you ask them a question, I'm seeing that they are going to answer you honestly. That's what I'm seeing. So don't stress too much about this. The last card you have, your future, is the Star. So yes, again, this is showing me that yes, there's definitely potential. There's potential for this relationship. This is going to grow, I'm seeing. If you let it go, if you don't let your anxiety get to you, this is going to grow. Look at this woman. She's all by herself. She's all by herself. So there are times that you feel by yourself. You're going to still be feeling by yourself because this person's very busy working elsewhere, doing whatever they're doing. But don't worry about being by yourself. This woman's very comfortable being by herself. She's comfortable in her own skin. She's naked. She doesn't care. Be comfortable being by yourself, because if you do want to be with this person, if you do want to have a future with this person, there are a lot of times where you are going to be by yourself, because I'm seeing this person's they're very busy, they're very career oriented or study oriented or whatever this is. So you're going to have these times by yourself, but that doesn't mean this person doesn't want to be with you. It's just a practical situation that I'm seeing. So be like this woman in the Star. Be comfortable by yourself. Be comfortable in your own skin. Don't stress about this. Don't try and provoke them. Don't try and say, oh, you leave me all by myself. You might push them away if you do that. Don't do that. This is a good person. That's what I'm seeing. So Pisces, I hope this resonated. I hope this made sense to you. But as you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. And yes, thank you so much for watching.